Good morning to everyone. I am Dr. J. Manikandan, working as a professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Hindustan College of Engineering Technology, Coimbatore. So now we are going to take a subject of design of transmission systems for 6th semester subject. So here we are going to see this unit 1 as a design of flexible elements, unit 2 design of spur gear and helical gear, the third unit design of bevel gear and worm gear, and fourth unit we see the design of gearboxes, and fifth unit again see the design of brakes and clutches. So now we are going to see the first unit, that is the design of flexible elements. What are all the design of flexible elements? First one is design of belt drive, second one is design of chain drive, and the third one is design of rope drive. And the first one you can see this in the belt drive, you can see the two types. One is flat belt drive and the second one is V belt drive. See the next one is what is the flexible elements. See, we see the flexible elements are belt, chain and rope, and these are all used to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft. See, next we are going to see the classification of drives. And the classification of drives is the two types. First one is flexible drives and the second one is direct drive. So the flexible drive we can see the belt, chain and rope, and direct drive we can see the cam drive and gear drive. So these are all the classification of drives. So when coming to that the belt and rope, in belt and rope the power are transmitted due to friction between them and pulling. In the chain drive, the power is transmitted in the sprocket wheels are used. So these are all the difference between the belt, rope and chain drives. Okay, next one we are going to see the types of belt. First one is flat belt, V belt, ripped belt and toothed belt. So these are the types of belts. Next one is classification of belt drive. First one is based on its duty, second one is based on its center distance, third one is based on the structure. First one is based on its duty, that is first one is light duty and light duty drive. Second one is medium duty drive. Third one is heavy duty drive. First one is light duty drive. First one you can see that power it is up to 5 kilowatt and speed 10 meter per second. For example, you can see you can use this pumps, blowers and fans. Next one you can see the medium duty drive. You can use this in the generators, printing machineries and machine tools, etc. And heavy duties you can use in the power up to 20 kilowatt and speed up, that is above 20 meter per second. So likewise you can see used in the crushers, mines and ship engines, etc. Medium duty drive you can use in the machine tools and also use in the generators and printing machineries, etc. So likewise you can see some of the according to the load, according to the applications, it will this drives are be varied. Okay, next one is based on the center distance. Based on the center distance, you can see this belts are used for long distance, and the belts are, first one is belts are used for long distance, and second one is belts used for short distance. Belts used for long distance and short distance. First one is a long distance. For example, you can use the flat drive, that is flat belt, and we can use as a short distance you can use the V belt and a toothed belt. In the flat belt you can use the 5 to 20 meters and more we can use in the for flat belt, and for the V belt we are going to use less than 5 meter. So likewise we can see that based on the center distance there are two categories. You can see the long distance and also the short distance. Okay, and third one is based on structure. Based on structure, flat belt, V belt, ribbed belt and toothed belt. So these are all the structures that you following for the belt drives. Next one is the factors influencing the selection of belt drive. First one is power to be transmitted. Second one is see the space availability for installation of drives, and the third one is speed of machinery shafts, and the speed, and the fourth one is speed reduction ratio N1 by N2, and the fifth one is distance between the axis of rotating the shaft. So likewise we can see that it is factors influencing the selection of belt drives. We can see the five points. You see that influeing the selection. When you're going to select the belt drive, these are all the procedures to follow this in the particular belt drive. Okay, next one is advantages. Advantage, first one is simple design and construction. Second one is cost is very low, and the third one is long distance. And we can see the disadvantages: loss of power due to friction. Second one is chance to slip, and the third one is shorter life, that is 1000 to 5000 hours are going to use this belt drive. Okay, so next one is a belt material. So belt material, first one is a leather belt and a cotton belt and a rubber belt and a nylon belt. These are the types of materials you are going to use for the belt. And the types of flat belt, there are two types. One is open belt drive and cross belt drive. In the open belt drive, we can use the shafts are arranged parallel and rotating in the same direction. And in the cross belt drive, shafts are arranged parallel and rotating in the opposite direction. So these are all the things you are going to follow in the basic fundamentals for the belt drive. Next, you can go for the chain drive. That is, the chain drive are suitable for long as well as short center distance and give more compact and drive than the belt drive. It is more compact than the belt drive. That is very important one. And the next one is the chains are operated between the toothed wheels called as sprocket. Next one is the applications. We are going to use for the applications. The chain drive is mainly used in transportation machinery, like you can see the motorcycle, bicycle, automobile, conveyors, and you can see also used in the machine tools, agricultural machineries, etc. Next, we are going to see the advantages of chain drives. First one is it is transmit more power than the belt drive. Second one is high efficiency. Third one is small size, compact with compared with the belt. Small size, compact, or compared with this belt drive, it is very compact and it will very size is very small. And fourth one is maintenance is easy in the chain drive. Next one, we can going to see the disadvantages of chain drive. One is design. The design complicated. The design is very, very complicated. And the second one is operation of chain is noisy and production cost is high. So these are the disadvantages when you're going to use this chain drive. So see the classification of chain drive. That is, first one is power transmitting chain, and the second one is loading or lifting chains. There are two types of chains used in the classifications. Next one is chain drive, chain sprocket, chain housing, next slack adjusting. These are all the things you're going to use in the chain drive. So when you're going to see this one is, so what is the chain drive and what are the classifications and what are the advantages, disadvantages. So these are all the things you're going to use in the chain drive. Next, you're going to use see the rope drive. So what is a rope drive? Rope drive. So there is a wire rope or rope drive. There is a flexible element used for transmitting large amount of power from one pulley to another pulley. So this is the you are going to use in the wire. You can see it in the, for example, so all over you can see that everywhere you can use the wire rope easily. So for long distance, you go to that Palani temple, you can easily see that rope is in the bottom of this place to this higher portion of the top portion. It is operating with the wire, this wire rope. You can see from that the winch is slowly going up and it's coming down like this with the help of the wire rope. Okay, mainly used for hoisting machines and metal handling equipments such as conveyors, elevators, etc. So okay, next one is the component of wire ropes. First one is steel rope, rope drum, pulleys, and hooks, etc. Next one is the structure of wire ropes. What are structures? First one is a parallel lay ropes and crossed lay ropes, and the third one is compound lay ropes. These are the structures we are going to use in the wire ropes. Next one, the advantages of wire ropes. One is that is lightweight. It is a very, very lightweight, and operation is very smooth. And the third one is the second one is the operation is very smooth. Third one is the see that without they withstand heavy loads. It is withstand heavy loads. And fourth one is transmitted for long distance, about 1000 meters. And last one is a long life. It will be life is very, very, very long compared to that other chain drives and belt drives. Disadvantage: wire ropes cannot employ for low transmission and also shorter center distance. It will not going to use for shorter distance. Only for long distance we are going to use. That is the main disadvantage. And the second one is manufacturing cost is also high, and the third one is need for careful maintenance. That is very important. Careful maintenance will be needed for a wire. So these are all the things, three topics I have to cover as a basic and fundamentals things they are going to need for that in the unit first unit. That is a design of flexible elements, design of belt drive, chain drive, and rope drive. So these are the three topics are covered in the first unit. See, this is the basic procedures, and we are going to, for problem, we are going to use the standard procedures we are going to use in the design data book, and see the take the page number, and I have to see that page number, and I have to follow the procedures for problems in the design data book. Whenever going to see that data book, there is having that belt drive and chain rope, having the content, and are going to see the page, and we are going to follow the procedures, and we are going to solve the problems. Okay, likewise we are going to see this in the procedures for solving the problem. So these are the fundamentals. We are going to use this to that in the flexible elements. You see, the objective of this subject is the objective of the subject is to gain the knowledge on the principles and procedure for the design of mechanical power transmission component. That is first point. Second one, to understand that standard procedure for design of transmission elements. And the third point, to learn to use standard data and catalogs. And the fourth one, normally we are using PhD data book for designing the material components. These are all the 4 points we are going to follow the objective of this subject. And very important is the outcome. Upon completion of this course, the students can be able to successfully design transmission components used in engines and machines. This is the main outcome of these subjects. Very, very important. Okay. Thank you.